I'm pretty sure Rat is a. I went offline and came back, but we're good. We're good. Rat is
Oh,
at the actual LTA final. They're their
ooh,
captain.
interesting.
Yeah. But we're good. Can you confirm my stream's still going? Because it said my OPS disconnect, but now it's back. Take a gander. Take a
Double
gander.
check that for you.
Oh, okay. Never. Grifuka
Uh,
says yes. Thank you. Thank you. 66 seconds.
are you perfect? No, just making sure that you're in the lobby.
Yeah. I'm spectating it. Um, question about like it looked like like yesterday we're doing tournament code, right? Like everyone's got tournament code games, or are people just making custom lobbies? I was
In a
curious
way,
about
we
that.
have custom lobbies that we usually use. Just people get invited to those ones, so it's not super simple. Or
Dude,
sorry. So it is super simple.
predictions, Rolf. Dude, you already know I'm onk with that shit, dude. I'm logged in on my JRich 1101 on like watching it, so I actually can't click it. I could give Ben moderator to this channel since it's his channel, and then he can maybe make predictions. Thoughts, Ben? Thoughts, feelings? Before we have a little bit of time.
We have a little bit of time.
Oh,
Unfortunately, we
no
can't get
prediction yet on
predictions
this.
right now
Oh,
because
that's
we
right.
need to
We didn't hit
have
the
streamed a limited amount. So
LOL. Okay, you guys can low key gamble my channel points, bro. Just like write that shit in. I'll keep track. You can gamble up to whatever on my channel. I'll give you guys whatever. Cause you got to be able to gamble. You know what I mean? That's a cornerstone in the American marketplace. And we all know, dude. We all know that we want to do the IRL thing, the IRL hoop stream. All right, here we go.
they're moving into pit. It looks like. Uh-oh. Harmacist ended up buying boots instead of Ruby Crystal. This could be. This could be bad.
This
They're down
seems.
150 health.
Oh, can't say the G word. Gamba. That's what I said. In game.
Yeah, spending points in game. Should be interesting. I haven't actually seen much Mundo Dodgeball before, so I'm excited to see, how one-sided or not it is. I don't know if you play a lot of Mundo Dodgeball in your time, but hopefully it's quite entertaining.
Never.
All right, I'm gonna start at 130. Start throwing those axes.
Whoa, that went
Oh,
to
this
Narnia.
is hits by Jack. Oh, second hit. Harvest hasn't hit anything yet. This is bad. There's the first hit with the comet. Oh, trading blows pretty equally here.
Wow, this is riveting.
It is. I mean, ooh, Flash and Ghost coming out here. I think the boots were supposed to provide a little bit more move speed to help them dodge, but it's not actually helping too much. I think the Ruby Crystal is really what they want.
They both pop.
One or two styles away here.
Harmacist still has Ghost. We still have outplay here. Q goes wide.
Oh.
Taunt goes in. Oh!
Starting to struggle here. Down to the wire.
Oh!
Oh, and it's first blood over to Jack.
Jack gets side select. Crazy. That was one of the most entertaining games I've ever seen in my
That
life.
was actually, maybe we should just stop the series. Let's just watch.
I don't even. That's what I'm saying. I don't even think we can compete with something like that. It's like, could you imagine if I was running like one of the like Subway Surfer at the bottom of my screen, like while we're doing Mundo Dodgeball?
Yeah, the TikTok going on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Notifications going off. Mundo Dodgeball, just all the interaction.
Yeah, we could get full dopamine rush.
All right, looks like Wasted Wanderers have the side selection. Just waiting for their stuff to come through, and it looks like they've chosen red side.
Oh, of course, dude. GP's got to get his counter pick. Lil GP, Lil Gup, formerly known as Sin of Arrogance, if you guys go back about 6 months, and formerly known as the Gangplank if you go about a year. But he is rebranded, and we now call him Ghost. Okay? We make sure we don't mess that up during stream today, alright? Planned?
All right.
Okay, good. This should be interesting. Get this going. TOS, bro. We don't even have enough followers to be affiliate. We can say whatever we want.
Hey, we'll never get affiliate with that attitude though. You know, we gotta start somewhere.
Bro. We can be crazy
Right.
up in this piece. Thank you, Donnie, bro. Spam those. Spam those, dude. What a handsome young man. Old man for a lot of people here, though. We need to get this custom going. Oh, it looks like they're doing draft. Potentially. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Do you have the draft
Send
link?
the link over there. Yep, I
got it,
should
got
be
it.
in the match day one. I'll send it straight to you though.
Word, I got it. We just choose team, spectator. Alright,
So
cool.
we'll choose team none.
You want to know what my prediction is?
What's your prediction?
Oh, I thought that's what you were asking, but I'll throw out my prediction, dude. Let's get this started. I do think it'll be interesting to see because I think that they have strengths on polar sides of the map. I think so it'll be interesting to see like what side of the map can get ahead. I think that Harmsys is very capable of carrying games. I've also seen GP carry games in the head, but I do think Sewer Sliders is gonna get this one. I have a feeling. That they a lot of them have played together as a team. And, you know, when games go deep, like Protect the President comps and bot lane carries, front to back comps are, in my opinion, just easier to play in low elo. So Drake stacking, a lot of things like, I'll talk about it more when we see some drafts, but use this one. Okay, different one.
Just waiting on the top laner of Sewer Sliders to get back, and then we'll hop straight into draft.
Okay, they posted a new link, so I'm not sure. I think they're using the other one.
Should be the same. Should be the same link. I don't think they posted a new one.
They posted it in the lobby. Are you in the lobby?
I'm not in the lobby.
Okay. Give me a thing real quick.
I will send it over to you.
Use one that says 2W. Okay. But you can see my stream, so you can see the draft, right? I'm adding you
Yes,
right
I
now.
am. Yeah, I can.
Hashtag NRG does not exist. What the hell? Hey, can you add me, Lucky?
Sure.
Okay, yeah. It's I'll send a message to you. Do this on my phone. Okay, so it looks like Hui's going to get banned on B1 for the side of Sewer Sliders. And it looks like Morgana's going to be banned, like you said. Let's see if we're going to ban on Comfort or see if we're going to ban out like OP picks, anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, the Morgana ban coming through is kind of expected. You really can't let that one through. So let's see what they can pick to match that one up.
Okay, it does look like Nico's going to get banned for the side of 2X. I know that Sleepy Lizard likes to play that support, and Leona's going to get banned. So it does look like we're comfort banning. The J4 ban is interesting from the side of sewer sliders. J4 ban believes me that we might be seeing a B1 Jinx come out for the side of blue side. Really OP jungler, and when you play non-mobile carries. And I know that Harmless is playing that, and with Jinx getting a big buff, I expect her play rate, especially in the low elo league, to be heavily picked. But we're just gonna go standard cookie cutter Xin Zhao B1. Womp,
I think the reason they banned the Jarvan is because yesterday there was a match played by Wasted Wanderers where Jarvan absolutely carried 14-5. So I think they're worried about that happening again, so they just want to take it off the table.
I see.
Seeing Xin Zhao as a jungler, I mean, pretty well rounded, like you said. Can go into most matchups. Into the Nocturne though. Interesting.
Yo, low-key Ben, he sent it to me wrong, bro. There's a G in my DMs, bro, I promise. Or I have bad eyes. And it does look like Nocturne's going to be answered. I'm not super sure on like Nocturne like going this early into Xin Zhao into that matchup. I'd expect maybe like Misfortune comes out here. Maybe like, we want to play Orianna on R3 potentially. This gives a little bit of wombo. Yeah. Nocturne Misfortune. But
the worry here for me is I don't know if Sewer Sliders actually play Orianna, because they play a lot of supportive mages mids, or something like the Lux, the Zyra, Morgana.
Oh yeah,
they actually play Orianna.
But that would come out on 2X, right? Okay, yeah. So they say, oh, you won't play it, and then they want to show their bid. But like MF safe pick, but paired up with Nocturne.
Well, like I said, there's the Lux coming out from the lane.
Yeah, Lux, I would say it's pretty safe blind. The game is a little hard. You're going up against Nocturne. So, like,
I would prefer something like a little more mobile in the mid lane. Because I feel like Lux is good, but if you get dove on by the Nocturne, you're kind of out of options.
Right. And that makes sense, like, with the J4 ban, right? Like, just press R on you and then you just die. But Nocturne follows in the same vein, presses R on your head if you don't have any mobility. And we are going to just see Lux get we're going to see Lulu get blinded on 3, and then Galio comes out. Yeah, wow. So a lot of global presence for the side of 2XW. Galio coming out for Lux. That seems like Galio will have trouble landing. I don't see how Lux doesn't get 10 CS a minute, able to space against the Galio. I'm not sure if Galio's ever really in kill threat from Lux, but it does seem like Lux can kind of free scale into the Galio lane. But
yeah, it kind of just seems like you're just farming. It's a farm lane, not much is going to be happening, but playing a lot towards those junglers with the Xin Zhao early game and the Nocturne Wombo with the Galio. Yeah,
Xin Zhao's definitely going to want to look and get stuff done pre-6, right? Nocturne. Everyone on the side of red side spikes at level 6, right? And blue side spikes a little bit earlier than level 6, so I'd like to see blue side get lane prio, get advantages in their jungle, maybe get first Drake, because if you kind of let 2XW get to the level 6 spikes early, without really accomplishing anything, then you're going to be in a world, you're going to like lose your flash, right? Like Nocturne's, like a good Nocturne burns your flash as soon as R's up, and then they use that to take an advantage on one of the objectives. But it does look like we're going to get a Jinx and Rumble ban. I know that GP plays a lot of Rumble. Rumble in this particular case is open because they have split damage between jungle and mid, and so Rumble wouldn't be too bad.
I think Rumble would be a good option here, especially with that ult. When it's, the Nocturne ult, you turn off the lights and then you rumble out their heads. That's quite good. But I think, Ghost GP also has a lot more picks in their pool, right? They could pull out something like the Gangplank, they want pure damage. They could pull out something like, the Vladimir if they're looking for AP topside. So we'll have to see what they pick.
I do think they should pick support here because they can counter the Lulu. Lulu counters traditionally tend to be either other supports that outscale, like Sona. Another good pick is Senna. Free scales onto the Lulu. But, with Misfortune, with Galio and Nocturne, we've kind of showed our hand, right? We've showed our hand that we're playing a dive comp. So
Yeah.
I would imagine, something like Rel comes out here. This is a very, cookie-cutter dive comp in terms of, we're all going to press our R button at the same time, and we're going to hope we wombo correctly, right? That's completely what red side is indexed into. Blue side, I do like Xin Zhao Lulu. The Enchanter pairing with Xin Zhao is broken. Sivir's a really good pick here. I think Sivir... There is so much engage onto her that her spell shield might not get it done, but this lane should be pretty freaking brutal for the side of blue side. And right now, red side doesn't have a lot of damage, so Mundo does come out, but Mundo comes out blind. Let's see what GP has to answer here. They banned Gwen. I would imagine that because they were thinking about going Mundo here, but red side does have a very, very low damage comp right now. So
I think if Nocturne gets behind at all, then it's kind of just the Misfortune. Oh, never mind. There's the Yoni coming up top. That's going to be all the damage you need, especially in the late game.
Yeah, well, red side really... it's just press your R buttons, right? So
it's just go in.
Yeah, this is probably one of the easier comps to execute. In terms of side laning, Yon's a very good side laner. Galio's kind of whatever. Lux is whatever, and Mundo's a good side laner. So they're kind of matched. I think in the... all team fights come down to whether or not they can... Thank you, Ohm. Thank you, Ohm, bro. Yeah, I'm back, bro. We're ready to go. I'm more censored on the official channel this time around, but we'll bend the rules a bit. But low AP damage on the side of red. You got some from Yeon, and you got some from Galio, but Galio, it's going to be harder for them to get resources into the Lux lane, so this is who do you like in draft here? What do you like better? I think, blue side, it comes down to can Mundo, survive the Yeon Bork phase, and then what's our Sivir? Is our Sivir free hitting or not?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really hard for Sivir this game just because of all the dive. You have Nocturne in your head, you have Rel in your head, Galio's in there, Yeon ult, MF ult. It's gonna be really hard for her to do any damage. But I feel like you said at the beginning, Sewer Sliders have a lot more early game champions. They have the Xin Zhao, they have the Lux, and that's much better into the Nocturne Galio early. So I think if they can get ahead, play around that first dragon, those first scuttles, and try and get a lead there, then I think that's how they're going to try and take over the game. Because getting a lead early and then scaling into that Sivir, trying to match the Yeon on side lanes, I think that's the way they go. But overall, I'm gonna have to give it to Wasted Wanderers here because I think their draft is just so much easier to execute.
Yeah, I do think Wasted Wanderers draft is really easy. I think that blue side, it really does come down to their bot lane. Now, blue side's going to have hell of an easy time on the first 10 minutes, right? Lulu Sivir is going to get crazy push into Rel. The bot lane is very countered for red side. In the natural 2v2, if played correctly, Lulu Sivir just kind of stomps you. And Nocturne really can't do anything pre-6 to, stop blue side from getting that push. So, man, I've seen Harmestis carry games like this on Sivir, but I would have to agree with you. In low Elo Pro League, I do think blue side's draft is better, but I think in a low Elo Pro League, where it's press your R buttons and full send, I do think...
It's just
those
execution, right?
Those teams tend to win.
You haven't played together a whole bunch. You just want something that's simple. You want something that you can understand. Nocturne goes in, Galio goes in, Rel goes in. Easy. Everyone's on the same page. I like, the comp if you can peel back with a Sivir and Lulu. It's great, and Sleepy Lizard Harmacist have that duo potential. But then it's about, the Xin Zhao and the Lux mid. Are they on the same page? Because if they're not and they get caught, it's game over for them.
I agree. Low damage though. You whiff your wombo, and you run out of damage fast.
Runs you down.
Yeah.
100%.
So it's cool that we turn off that spectator delay. I hope.
Yeah, it's nice they implemented that because then we can just get right in the game rather than having to wait 3 minutes for things to happen.
Dude, those 3 minutes were my time to shine, though, man. Those 3 minutes, you didn't know what you were gonna hear about those 3 minutes.
Is that when you were Just chatting up about the teams. You're pulling out these crazy predictions.
Oh, dude, I was chatting about life, bro. Chatting about life. I already done all that in the draft. This is where we get deep with the chat. But Chad, what do you think, man? What do you think? Like which draft with who are we picking to win? Ro, pick, bro. Otherwise, you're stuck on Lulu duty for next game. Tell me who you think is gonna win. He said I'm winning.
Well, hey, there's the confidence coming out.
Yeah, what? He's not even in the game. It does look like everyone's like.
Get this guy in the draft.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, ordered up. Looks like they're already picking for a spread.
Neither team has anything level 1, so it's gonna be traditional
Yeah.
5-point. Maybe you can jostle for an early ward for
like
Xin
it's just gonna be
Zhao.
some early, really.
Yeah,
That's about it.
like you can give Xin Zhao like good vision so where he can take advantage and maybe steal a camp or two. But red side, they're gonna 5-point. Nocturne's gonna farm until 6. Galio's gonna farm until 6. You know, the whole shebang. None of these guys, not a lot of urgency pre-6 for them. Blue side, I would have liked to see them, push their way in a bit, get vision on the Nocturne, and then maybe play around your lane pro fight. If I'm Nocturne if I'm Xin Zhao in this game, I really want to double scuttle the.
Absolutely, it looks like they're
jungler.
going to do just that. They're going to try and ward up and see that where Nocturne's starting. Of course,
Yes.
Nocturne dropped a ward before he base, so they do see the vision going down.
Yeah, so that was a handshake and vision, right? Like, blue side has vision on red side pulling in, like Lulu has vision on the red side coming in, so blue side's like, all right, I'm gonna go get defensive vision as well. Now I do think that the red
like
ward.
Galio, though, if you look on the Raptors for blue side, Galio did put a ward down, so they have some more vision on the red side there as well.
Yeah, you can keep in mind about that too. Like that could be like if Xin Zhao like wants to go and raid that, like he'll be able to see that. But I would have liked it a little bit deeper. I would have liked it a little bit deeper into the river if like that's what we're defending, like an invade.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not super. That ward is a little odd, and that tri-patch ward, But we love it. We love seeing just random stuff happen, right? This is like what makes the LEPL fun. But blue side's gonna get their early push. I'd like to see them like go for a little level 2 trade here. Like, doesn't look like they're gonna get much for it. If I was Lulu, I'm stepping up. Like MF cannot touch this wave right now.
Absolutely, you want to poke her down before she can ever hit those.
Yeah, and that's what we love to see right there. Like that was huge. Now MF, that entire wave was just about to dump into her, but she took a full trade for no reason. WWW. Oh, change the scoreboard? Yeah, I got you, bro. Let's see, scoreboard. And I change them. Okay, should be good.
Just some trading going on in all lanes. It's pretty equal so far. I am impressed in the mid lane. This Galio is managing to keep up with CS, even though it's versing a ranged matchup. Just speaks to the skill of this Galio player, I suppose.
W. Good direct to camera. Yeah, Galio finding some nice trades. Yeah, really nice by Grafuko to find some trading there. Like, Lux, want to space it better. But, trading a little bit of your health bar so you can get Pro here is pretty big. Like, this blue... And Nocturne, it looks like they are cross-jungling. I guess I didn't say that in the beginning, but...
Yeah, starting on opposite sides.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see the Nocturne path down just because you have that rel to set up any engages you want to try and make, any ganks level 6, but maybe he's looking towards that top side when Yon unlocks that ultimate.
Yeah, but you wouldn't unlock it here. Like, yeah, I would agree. I'd like, your bot lane's going to be oppressed beyond belief. You like want to relieve a little bit of pressure. But I could also see him thinking like, no chance I can get this scuttle, so I'm going to path topside and get this scuttle. But now Xin Zhao's going to look. He's not going to find anything here. He will be able to erase some vision. Oh, we are just going to gank top. Like, Dr. Cutie definitely needed to respect this, right? Like, with my jungler being bot side.
Absolutely.
They also knew.
The Q Fierce coming out. I think he's just gonna. Oh, fleeing! Can they get the dive off? Flash comes up for Dr. Cutie and he survives.
Oh,
that was almost a kill. No blast expended. That was really well done. Using that
Yeah,
fear off of a skill
that
shot.
was really well done by Red Side. Kind of like, definitely sort of an act of not good by Dr. Cutie, to be completely honest.
Yeah, well, now I can understand the pathing up because, like, oh, now we're fighting the bot lane. Exhaust goes out onto the MF.
If Sivir can
Lulu
find
on
an
the
early
back
kill
line,
here.
flashing away.
Oh my god.
Rail flashes
Cutting
back
away.
onto it. Knocks that first blood
And
over to
Roswell's
Rail.
going to
Oh
get
my
first
goodness.
blood, but this is not worth it if Karmesis can pick up the kill here. So if Karmesis
Yeah,
can
and I
pick up
think-
the kill, this is totally worth it for the side of blue side. And now we're going to crash this cannon wave. And if we can get this completely under, if I'm Nocturne, if I'm MF, I'm screaming, please, jungler, please come and hold my wave.
Hold the wave.
But
and while that's all happening, we have a solo kill from the Lux in the mid lane on
What?
Galio. Like, it's fighting nonstop. This
my
match.
bad. How did that happen? Okay, wow.
And it looks like Galio walked in and tried to stun, but Lux Root came out, Lux E came out, and just walked him down.
Interesting. Galio just looking for the bolo, but Lux, good fingers, good hands. Like, you gotta, like,
Yeah, exactly.
and I don't mind it from Galio. I mean, obviously dying's not good, but, you know, I'm winning lane, I'm up CS, I'm gonna skill check my opponent here. Can she hit her Q when I dive forward, right? So, yeah, but
Didn't end up working out, but I really love to see, like, a bit of ego. You know, like, I want to
That's
see
what
these players
yeah.
say, look, I'm better than you, and I'm going to play like
Exactly,
you. Like, I
bro.
love to see it.
you gotta skill, you gotta respect, like, you can't respect them to appreciate every skill shot. So, like, and it does look like Dr. Cutie's level 6 here first.
Advantage.
Yeah. Big trade. He wants to try and get this wave under. And obviously, GP wants to hold it with his jungler here.
Oh, Nocturne can surprise here. Fear comes out.
Yeah,
Might pop that.
this should be okay. This should
I
be
don't know
okay.
if
He has
Young
his,
has-
oh, Young hit his
it's gonna
R.
come in. That's going to be the solo kill. Surely, right?
Oh,
No
Mundo with
way.
the heals.
Dr. Cutie's too clean.
Yo, and
Just walks
Zinzao's
it
gonna
out.
get dragged for that. That is actually kind of lucky. Kind of lucky.
I think that was so lucky for him, but I think that was misplayed by the side of red. Like, you need to flash, you need to secure that kill. You've wasted so much time on the top side as well as your top laner's ult. Like, you just need to commit for that, right? If you don't get the kill, it's horror.
Well, I do think you are going to get a plate on him, but you are going to lose Drake. You're definitely going to lose tempo on Nocturne's 6-timer. Like, Zinzao definitely should hit 6 first.
And now
Yeah.
they're fostering bot side. Are they going to dive here? Since it might just go back to clearing, but they have so much pride on the bot side now.
Yeah, and we're looking at BF Sword versus Vampiric Sector. My MF is officially, she a broke boy. All right, she can't afford Pokemon's cookies. She's eating peanut butter and jelly until my jungler comes bot lane. Like, this is not where you want to be if you're playing an MF lane. But, you know, we picked Rel into Lulu for, you know, the sake of late game team fighting. Like, that's one of those
gonna be
things.
all that team fights
Yeah.
with ults. When MF hits 6, that's what you're looking for. You don't really
Exactly.
care about it right now, especially because Yone's getting fed, but you just want to survive the lane.
Yep. You know, oh, Grifuko's gonna look in.
Oh, re-engage. That's a great trade for him.
Not so much. So it does look like Galio's building. We're just indexing into tank really early, so I think.
Yep, gonna pull
Yeah.
out that I never remember the name of it, but it's the magic version of
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah. I don't know either, bro. I'm an ADC player, so I don't.
Heavy trade Nocturne
Oh.
goes mid, and that's just, yeah, like we were saying, once the Lux doesn't have flash up, doesn't have any mobility, just runs down.
Well, I think she must have flashed right there, right? Like, she must have.
I think so.
Yeah,
she
so the
flashed
flash-
away, but I think it was a little early because Nocturne hadn't actually connected to her yet. So
Yeah.
she continued on.
Okay. Yeah.
Trading back for an ult, but MF ult in the bot lane.
Oh my God! An
Gets-
MF was able to
gets
get the kill. Oh, that was absolutely gigantic. That was a
And
cross
that's
map.
warfare for the red side.
Yeah, and red side's now going to pick up everything on the top side. Mundo's, like, not getting prio. The jungler's dead. The jungler knows they can rush an objective here and just totally be on tempo. So this is, like,
Yeah.
Nocturne is loving life right now. Going to get grubbies.
And those grubbies for the Yone side lane is going to be huge because you put Yone against the tower and it's going to be gone in 3 seconds. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
There's no way
grubbies
anything
going into his
survives.
blue, this is, like, pretty psychotic behavior. Like, Zinzao will kill here, right? Like, if he can get there in time.
you'd think so, but Galio's hovering with ult, so I think if there's going to be a fight here, Galio can roam towards it, and they might actually take it. Yeah,
Oh, man,
there's
yes,
Galio
yeah.
coming
And
in.
then we're going to look for the blue side invade.
And they get the kill.
Oh, yeah, get the
they
kill,
have
get the
so
buff.
much prio in mid and top lane. They can just kill him in his own jungle.
Yeah, now they're going to get his Gromp. They're going to get his entire top side here. And that was after, and he's still got his full like topside, bot side to collect, and there's nothing Xin Zhao's going to be able to do to get it. So it does look like he's going to... I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he's basing. Okay.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
homeless
yeah.
right now.
So
Like he needs to find something to do. But it's just a masterclass in the jungle and the top side of Wasted Wonders.
just a chill
Like,
guy. See,
they're
dude,
playing
this
so
is
well.
like GM, right? This is
Yeah,
what
I
everybody
believe it
was
now.
saying.
Hey, I believe it now.
So now he's just going to full clear, and he's not going to skip a beat. He's going to be so ahead of the Xin Zhao.
Some more trading in the top lane.
Yeah, Dr.
Just poking
Cutie.
down this Mundo.
Yeah, we don't even have Bork yet, so this is only going to get worse. This is only going to get worse. And Mundo, it doesn't look like we did the Giants belt rush. We're indexing fully into armor here, and I like that.
I'm wondering at 2 cloaks if he's just going to go straight for something like a bramble here, just to try and offset the healing that is going to be picked up by the Bork. But I really think you need this health to stay relevant. Otherwise, you're going to be so late on getting your spikes.
You will be late on getting your spikes, but it does mitigate the Bork rush that Yon's going to take.
And alt pop just to stay in lane.
Yeah, it's just brutal.
Both junglers hovering around the bot side, trying to make something happen. They both have ults up. But I think that if a fight breaks out, having the Nocturne and the Galio there is going to be much more effective than the Lux.
Yeah, Galio's looking. You can see hunting, trying to see if I have any time to go in and create havoc.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's what they're looking for. If they can just get a Nocturne ult and Galio ult in the bot lane with the MF ult, they're just going to die. And I think that's what they're looking for. They're just hovering slowly and trying to get position here.
This is interesting. This is a big gold lead for the side of red side right now. 2K gold lead with the press R comp. I do think that blue side scales a little bit harder. But I do think that
we can see Harm Assist. He's 15 CS up. You know, he's trying to be that win condition for his team, especially in the late game. If he can just free hit, he's going to shred the enemy team.
Agreed. Okay, and Nocturne's going to pass ult. Got to be looking for Sivir, right? But lost vision on him.
Surely.
Oh, but Xin Zhao can't be passing.
Doesn't end up happening.
Wow.
Trading again aggressively in the mid lane.
Lux does no damage.
And now they're going to engage in Harm Assist here. Ult comes out.
Oh.
Flash from the Sivir. MF ult goes wide, but
they're fighting MF.
Was right in the middle.
Yeah, this is a tough one. This is like you fought MF in a choke point. Sivir can't really free hit. But classical an overstay.
The re-engage from Sivir.
But Sivir kind of getting stopped up.
And the taunt, is it going to... Oh, and Sivir's down.
Yeah, Sivir was lucky to find a 1-for-1 for that. Sivir definitely overstepped there, trying to go for the kills. W is probably up and thinks to the W cleave is so juicy, I might be able to pick up 2 kills there. But was lucky to get the 1.
Yeah, I mean, just walk straight into Galio, with his taunt, with his knockup. I don't think it was the right idea there. I get that you're confident, but you need to be aware that these CC machines will just, absolutely lock you down while that Nocturne's wailing on you. Your
health bar might feel like it has a lot, but you get caught by 1 CC ability and that entire health bar is going down. Especially when you know that the CC is up, right? When you're managing the cooldowns, the CC's down. Yeah, you can go in there and do some real damage. But it does look like we're gonna rush this.
The re-engage that killed him. I think the 1-for-1 was okay there, but going back in, yeah, the wrong decision.
Now Drake here is gonna go down for the side of red side. So red side's gonna have a 1-to-1 Drake. They have shoes, they have grubbies, and they have a 2K gold lead. So they're pretty well positioned right now in this game.
Yeah. I think the first tower might go down towards the top side here. Looks like GP is just wailing away on that. So I think that's what they're going to look for next in order to secure those boots.
Ghost taking a tower shot there. The Lux pick,
Yeah, it's farming all right, but against that Galio engage and the Wombo combo with Nocturne, I don't know if it's going to survive. Rail's coming in to try and look for something in the mid. Takes tower shot, walks away.
Interesting.
You kind of feel red side here. They just want to push their advantage. They've won a couple of team fights. They have the dragon in their pocket, and they just want to try and continue to fight while they're, now leveling up to level 11 for the Galio, level 9 for the Nocturne, while they're starting to become quite strong in the mid game here.
Yeah, and you can open up here like pretty easily. Like right now, if I'm GP, like I kind of want to call my team over. I want to finish down this tower. You know, I want hover on this so I can take it down with. Oh, we're just gonna die Mundo though.
Dive.
Mundo with a nice flash. This is how he is here for the counter. And this is gonna be a shutdown. Going over to Mundo.
Over to Mundo.
You know, that tower, that first tower is kind of whatever because you already got feats, right? So, you know, it's good. Obviously, it's good, but you just tossed 694 gold over to Mundo.
Yeah, and I think that's really bad because you had your Yone scaling out and a fight in the bot lane here. We have the Rel.
Oh, see, and Harvestus is doing a nice job of.
Lulu ult comes out and Pharmacist
just hits one more Q. Nice.
That Rel is going to go down. But ult out from.
Oh wow, MF.
The kill
that's crazy. Nice MFE, right? The E to slow everybody during your ult, and it just has enough to kill Harmacist. I don't know if Harmacist barrier just came up right now, but I think if Harmacist pops her biscuit and or barrier, she lives there. So
absolutely,
a little bit unfortunate, but finding the kill. Interesting that MF doesn't like. Can she bang this tower? Yeah, I think MF made a mistake by not taking this tower because he knows that jungle's topside. Or we just watch them go down, and then we know that we killed Rel, right? So we can't be dove. So I think we could have taken tower right there, but they go right back.
Just to play it safe, you know, recall for their item.
Yeah, recall. You know what? I guess you'll take it eventually. But if I would have taken it right there, I can open mid, right? And now I'm in MF sitting on mid lane with my Sivir bot, and I can just bully the hell out, and then we can like move in to take over the top side of the jungle, like if we wanted to. But Red thinks,
yeah,
you know...
I mean, MF is so strong with the move speed as well. You can just get to anywhere if you're around that mid lane.
Yeah, anywhere at once. You have Galio hovering there, right? You have Galio teleport coming up. But it does look like Rel open mid. Blue side knows that Rel open mid here. So I would like to see them try and like take this tower. But it looks like they're going to try to catch the Rel instead. Here. Yeah, this is nice. You can't face check this if you're Rel.
No, you can't. This is a mistake.
Really good knockup. We're going to get the Galio ult. I don't think this is enough to like change the fight.
I don't know if this is enough.
Yeah,
But the MF is so strong. I think MF is just going to clean the fight.
Nice exhaust. Nice combo there. Moving in.
Played.
Oh my god.
Fighting the top side as well with Nocturne ult coming out. Mundo ult is popped, but it's not enough to survive.
So they're going to get a nice cross map play.
He's going to get the last hit on that one. Just constant fighting. That's what I love about LEPL, especially with the series yesterday. Is just it's constant go go go. You know, we hit the go buttons as soon as they're up.
Yeah, and that was an interesting fight. Like Galio comes in, they were able to save them. But man, like if you're Mundo, bro, that's just like you can't be doing that. Like you can't. The thing about
you gotta give respect, especially when
when your jungle's not there, like it's not your timer to like be like offensive, right? So
we're gonna play that safe side. You know, if they're making a play bottom, then they can make a play on you.
Yeah, your HP bar when your jungle is away from you is a precious resource, and to just be finagling with it with a Randuin's rush. I'm not sure. There's any Mundo players in here? What do we think about the Randuin's rush on Mundo? We got our first Giants belt. 18 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand the Randuins to reduce some damage, but I would have preferred a Frozen Heart here, especially into the likes of like a Nocturne or a Yone, where they're just going to be wailing on you with attack speed.
Yeah, Ben saying Mundo build is bannable. I agree, bro. This is rough. Yeah, if you were going to index, so you went into crit, Yone is rushing Bork. That's the reason you did that. So I'd agree if you were going to do anything, do the cheaper one.
Oh.
But Frozen Heart gives you mana.
And killed by
what the hell is...
the Rift tower to tower, but I don't think this is worth it, especially if they get the kill here.
What the hell is my jungler doing?
There's 4 chasing him. I don't know if he can escape this.
Oh, he's out. He's out.
Well, with that move speed from the Cinders, gonna be able to run it away. But this is a free dragon with Nocturne chunked out for blue side. They should be able to pick this up pretty easily here.
Yeah, and that does look like red side's gonna answer with a mid tower.
Yeah, they can answer with a bot tower as well if Galio decides to go for it, because it's really low. This
Galio's overextended here a bit. Like, it has Nocturne, I guess, but they know they gotta answer on the blue side. But the tower doesn't drop. They only get mid tower for Drake. I think if you're blue side, you're okay with that, right? Like, every Drake you get gives your time for Sivir and Mundo to scale.
Yep. And, they aren't very strong now, but eventually in that later game, if they can just create space for the Sivir, she's just going to go crazy with the bounces. fighting in the bot lane, but walks it off. Nocturne's hovering around mid here. I'm wondering if he's trying to make a play because he has his ult up right now.
Yeah, I think Lux knows, hey, this tower's gone. If I hang around too long. Oh, yeah, see, like, if I'm Nocturne, like, you should have went for that. Like, Rel's coming down to dive the Lux.
Right bot and ulting.
Yeah,
Like,
agreed.
the Lux cannot be able to just dive into the tower.
Agreed. But Lux might be able to get with. She's gonna get away with like being able to clear one more wave. She does have R coming up. She should be able to get the next one too. Yeah. There. Oh, well.
Yep, there it is.
So we're just living like Rel's just kind of chilling, and now Mundo's like gonna take over, and Mundo like can survive the dive, right? So
yeah, usually he can survive the dive. Of course, looking at these score lines, this Nocturne is pretty ahead. So if they do try and dive with 2 or 3 people, it might not be enough to have that round wins.
Nocturne's ahead, but like this bot side open is a little bizarre, right? Like no Drake coming up. My top side camps are up. I don't have any camps bot lane, so
Yeah,
like I'm kind of just wasting time.
Otacon here.
Yeah, and if you
they
like,
don't want to give it.
I guess you're walking into like trying to get vision, but like no one can just start Otacon right now. So red side's like really indexing for this pick right now. But I don't think Lux can side lane into Yone. So right now you just do nothing, right? Like if you're red side, because your Yone is gonna like beat the Lux down. So
yep, and I'd be really worried here about blue side because Lux still doesn't have TP. Yone has TP, so if they decide to go for an Otacon, Nocturne goes in onto the Sivir in the mid lane, but pops the ult and walks away.
That's a terrible ult by
Nocturne. It's a big ult down now for the next team fight. That Nocturne ult is really important, especially for that Galio, to get his ult onto top of them.
We're going to get the crab. We play hard on this mid wave again if I'm blue. And I'm trying to get Lux out of the side lane like as fast as possible. Nice trade onto Ghost. You know, I might be able to like push him down for a little bit, but does Lux have teleport? So it does look like Lux has teleport. Galio does, or Mundo does not. So Lux has to like match Yone again. But like if I'm Lux, I'm really annoyed about it. I'm trying to get out of this like lane assignment as fast as possible. We just like dropped the tower, right? That's 700 more gold for. Yep. And that's just like what's gonna happen like when Lux is side laning here. Yeah, we're building for 50 minutes. Low key though, the game might go 50 minutes, bro. This thing is going slow. Red side has a huge gold lead, and
red side just started the Otacon.
Yeah, here we go.
I don't know if they saw the jungler somewhere, but they just decided to pull the trigger and go for it. TP's coming in from the Yone to try and match here.
This is interesting. It's going down. It's going down slow.
Yeah, they just need to burst it because Xin Zhao's not there. If they can get it in time, but they're trying to.
Now this is going down slow, bro, and we're debuffed.
What are they?
And we have the Lux ult come in. Yeah. Ghost is gonna hit a 2-man ultimate. MF ult's gonna come in. MF ult doesn't really hit anything. This fight is getting out of control. We're flashing in. Flashing in, we are going to kill the MF, we're going to kill and it's a classic LEPL throw on Otacon. I shouldn't even say LEPL. Every team of every region of every throws on Otacon. I don't get it, and that is a full 4-man go down. We're going to be able to push out our waves. We're going to be able to get mid tower. We're going to be able to push out top side. That was crazy. Just like...
Yeah, like blue side get Otacon, blue side get the kills. Like they're just winning. They're so happy with that.
And this is like...
It was a really misplay by red side because, you were tanking the Otacon for so long. The Yone came in and TP'd, but you weren't connected there. The Yone's going the back line. Your back line's getting dived, and I think you need to be a little more connected.
Oh! Whoa! And dude, if we're red side, we just have an addiction to gray screens. Acts of just complete... just terribleness. Holy!
That was a Hail Mary trying to get something, but
we died.
His keyboard disconnected. That was crazy.
My mouse. Like I'm surprised there's been no pause. Like his mouse had to have died, right, you guys? Like that is crazy. We died. We gray screened, and we gray screened again.
Yeah. Now this Nocturne, remember, was 3-0 at the beginning. He hasn't gotten anything since then.
It has been farming,
He's just gotten 3 deaths in a row.
And just like that, the gold lead is now completely neutralized, and blue seed has the scaling comp. But like like when they started Otacon, like that was the concern, right? Is like the low damage comp. Like Yone came in to answer that, and if Yone is there, that Otacon goes down quickly. But since Yone wasn't there, you take that way too slow, and then you get full debuffs.
For them to sit up, right?
Yeah, 5. You got all of them had like 5 of them are all debuffed. and blue side just takes advantages and wins a huge fight. And now red is topside. I'm not sure if Dr. Cutie saw, but with Rel topside here, like, we're just going to pick up soul point.
Yeah, this is just another free dragon form. Oh, but it looks like they're committing to try and get a kill.
Okay, not that bad because you got flash ult from Yon, flash ult from Mundo, and Mundo's like, all right, whatever, bro. Push, 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 push.
Dragon, you know?
Yeah. And Rel's really indexing right now. Look, look, look. And while Rel is indexing here, MF had to flash, but MF's move speed is so OP! So OP.
Just walk it out, but in the top lane, that's the Yon getting a kill. That Mundo just stayed away too long, you know?
Oh, yeah, Mundo. I don't even see Mundo go down, yeah. Now Bork just shreds him, no? Like, that was crazy.
Yeah, he survived the gank, yes, but then he decided, you know what, I'll stay for a little more, one more wave, and it's not worth it. He just dies.
Now, this is interesting. It's just like
here towards the bot side of Sewer Sliders, like you were saying before, Harmesis and Sleepy Lizard, they're working together, you know? They're so strong. This Sivir and this Lulu are just taking over the game. 7-3, up 20 CS.
Yeah, like, this is the win con, and they still, at the end of the day, we're still a squish ball 80 carry, and if we miss position, like, you know, they have the Wombo to kill you. But I don't think Nocturne, like, now they can't kill with, there's not a lot that can, like, kill. Yeah, so, like, now, like, if you're Sivir in this situation, you really only die to full Wombo, instead of before you would have died to anything.
Going on your head, then you die. But with the Lulu pocketing you, especially with ult up, barrier up, you know, they have Lulu exhaust in case anyone tries to dive you, you're really safe right now.
Yeah, so if red side doesn't coordinate their R buttons, well, Sivir's going to turn the fight, like, immediately, right? So that's what we're going to be watching for. Now, I do think Lux, like, we rushed Zonia's after getting Ludens, so we're shooting a squirt gun for, like, a really long time. But,
yeah,
you know, we're kind of a Q-bot now.
Defense here, I think.
Yeah,
I think
we're kind of a
Q-bot.
Q-bot.
Interaction with Yon in the top lane left you a little scared. Now you got that Zhonya's.
Yeah, like, I get it. Like, we're going into Nocturne, but we're not here to build Zhonya's. We're not playing Lux to build Zhonya's. Not this stage of the game. That's okay, though.
No, and you're not the main carry anyway. You want to play towards your Sivir, so I think going damage to poke out before they engage onto you is much more important than survivability.
I agree. You just get your spells off, right? It does look like Nocturne's going to engage here on Harmesis. Harmesis flash away.
The Galio's not in range. Galio's not
but Galio's coming in now. This is late. We're going to be able to
fight, but late MF ult comes in.
Oh, we're just seeing they're shredding. This is what I'm. If you're not,
Harmesis is just hitting.
Dude, can we just end? Do they just end down mid? No, they're just going to go Baron.
They might be able to. Baron's up.
I think you could have ended. Yeah. I think you could have ended. That's okay.
I think that was. You can end maybe, but they're going to go to Baron. But I think, yeah, like you were saying, just. The ults are mistimed, so you have Nocturne going in, but Galio's a bit delayed, you know? Nocturne goes in, gets chunked, goes out, and then Galio goes in. You need it to be together in order to get the Harmesis down. Otherwise, Lulu ult comes out, you know, and doesn't even need to barrier. You can just free hit from the backline. Yeah, like, once you get the Sivir flash, it's like, okay, get the hell out of dodge, like, but, you know, it doesn't happen, you just get wiped, and, like, that is the comp. See, this is what I'm telling you, like, that's what it, like, I know it's easy to press R, but low-key, you have no ability to outplay if you're red side. Blue side has that ability, and at the end of the day, like, I want to be able to outplay, right? Like, when I'm drafting, like, when I'm playing, like, I want to be able to, like, you know, check you, bro. But red side can't do that. Yeah, you want to be able to hand stiff, yeah. I think their saving grace right now is GP here in the top lane. They just need to hope and pray that they get a 3 or 4 man Yone ult, and that leads into, you know, an MF ult, and that's where the kills come from.
Yeah, you still have that.
Land, they can't do anything.
That is the thing about red side's comp, is you can fight with a gold deficit if you layer correctly. But you have to layer perfectly now. Like, your margin of error it has been removed. So, like, you used to be able, you know, you just disrupt and then Yon cleans up, and, like, that's no longer okay. Look at them.
Yeah, Rel goes in.
I mean, it's just full shred.
Instantly dies.
And my Rel is level 10. Like, this is looking bleak. And now Mundo's like, Mundo with our 40-minute build, we're gonna get to 40 minutes if blue side loses. So he's gonna get to, like, and now he's kind of fighting back now in the side lane versus Yon.
Yeah, maybe he knew something that we didn't. You know, he was indexing for those late game items, and now he's quite strong.
He's level 16. We only have 25 hard steel stacks. Kind of funny to look at, but we're big now. We're pushing. And our Sivir is gigantic. And MF, MF when she gets IE, she'll hit pretty hard. But like right now, like when's Drake up? So Drake is up in 6 seconds. MF does not have IE for this Drake fight. So blue side would have to play this so bad.
Levels down here at the ADC.
Yep.
2 levels down on MF. So
I think they're just conceding soul. Like we're like Rel's coming top side. If Mundo just gets out here, I mean this is like blue. So this is just blue side notes. They can get soul, and they just get soul for free. I don't know. Like this.
All walks away. I don't know what they're doing. They had so much pressure in the early game, but now they're not applying any of it, and they're allowing blue side just to scale for free.
And Ro says it's okay. GP will 1v9 surely. Ro X. Do I hear a little sarcasm in your voice?
I don't know if the belief is enough.
No.
Mondo's getting caught here in the top lane.
The flash is so bad. The flash is so bad. Oh, but that kill goes over to Galio. So who gives a hoot? Who gives a Horton? Here's a who.
Yeah, but even still, 3 members, and it took them a good 10-15 seconds to kill this Mundo. He's super tanky right now. So in team fights, he's just going to make so much space for the Sivir.
Yeah. And then that kill like allows us to pick up. Yon is looking on the flank here, and they do see him. They do see him. Now they're gonna collapse. They do have Nocturne ultimates. So you have to be quick with this. Like, ooh, this is scary.
Oh, and that's the combo they're looking for. Let's see if it pays off. Oh my God, that was a brilliant play.
Yeah, that was really good. Like that's what you had to be careful of it.
There.
Like that was like the last ditch. Now, let's see. So who got the 700 gold shutdown? Misfortune gets the shutdown onto Harmesis. That's a ton of gold. Now, it's not really consequential in terms of like objectives, but that just erased the gold lead that blue side has. Now, effectively, Soul is like a 3k gold lead, right? Or it's like worth 3,000 gold, and they only have the 1 dragon to 3 Infernal Drakes in Soul. So I do think blue side.
Soul, they have Otacon, they have so much there that's just sitting, in buffs that isn't accounted for by the gold lead.
Yeah, but that is scary, and that should open blue side's eyes to like, oh yeah, I can't just wallet diff, right? Like they have a ton of wombo. Like we have to be careful to look for picks, right? Because we want a team fight. Red side wants to like wombo and collapse on you, and you gave them that opportunity, right? So. If I'm blue side and I'm the Sivir and I'm leading the comms right now, it's like I don't really want to fight unless my flash is up, and if my flash is up, it's all systems a go.
Yep, and you want to make sure if you're going into any fight, have that Lulu around you, have that Zinza around you to ult them away from you if they dive in, because that's your entire thing. Once they dive goes off, either you die or you win the fight.
Yep.
So if you don't die within that first 10 seconds, you will win absolutely. You just have to try and survive while they dive on you.
I gotta keep an eye on Lulu's polymorphs too. I don't know if we're getting any good value from the polymorphs.
There have been a couple, especially in these skirmishes, but...
Oh, Ghost gets picked! Wow.
And I think this might be over.
Yeah, I think the game is just over. Damage. We just lost by getting picked?
MF gets run down. GP gets run down. Yeah, without this dive comp, this damage does nothing in the face of Mundo.
Oh no, this game's over now. Like, you lost your wave clear. How the hell is Galio? Like, it's over. It's over.
They have a wave here. Maybe if Galio can suicide for that wave, and just clear it. But
I mean, you have to, right? But I don't know if they'll have the wave clear to do it.
It's either that or go to game 2. Like,
oh, he smited the cannon. That's actually smart. They're actually gonna
wave go. They can fight back a little bit here. They don't have a wave, but Mundo
you just have to fight.
Doesn't even need a wave.
Oh, and the Nocturne didn't. Oh, yeah, that's horrible.
And gets polymorphed up. Oh my goodness. Yeah, great polymorph there on the Nocturne cage, but doesn't even need it.
Okay, Yon's up, but yeah, this should be over. Really nice. That was a 6k gold comeback from the side of blue side. This is the power of scaling. I'm telling you. Scaling will always. We just can't close out, bro. Like.
Yeah,
that's actually a really, really hard skill to learn, especially in comp play. Like,
yeah, I like the idea of getting ahead early in a wombo combo with this Nocturne, this Galio, and the Rel. But if you get outscaled and you can't take advantage of the pressure you have, it's not going to matter in the end.
Yeah, so I definitely want to make a note for John. I want to keep track of how many times we throw on Atacon. Like how many games are decided on an Atacon throw. Oh yeah, Harvest zero delay now. That was a patch change actually from 2 patches ago. I know that everyone looks forward to the like when you're playing and you're sweating and you win like a nice comeback. You're like, oh, let me go like check out the stream and see what they have to say. Now you just have to watch the VOD back, Harvest. That shit was crazy. Nice carry in game one. Yeah. We're barely behind. But that was excellent. Like that was a fun game. I could see this going 3 games. I could see this, like I could see it also ending in two. It'll be interesting to see like what the drafts are come out like. Now, like I know that you guys, I got to catch a little bit of what you guys were talking about yesterday, in terms of Ben was asking and was looking to see if coaches, adapt their strategy on a game to game basis within the series. And we know that Red Side, fully volunteered into full dive comp with playing towards topside, making topside carry. And I could see the argument too. Well, we blew our gold lead on Atacon. Let's not do that again. But
Yeah, I think it was just that was a mistake. That kind of turned the game there because it gave the gold lead over, it gave the pressure over, and then blue side could just scale for free now with that buff in their pocket.
yeah, so it'll be interesting to see like what we do to like change up, our strategy. Because you can make the argument, whatever, like we gave it up, we don't give that up, we win easy, right? But you can also make the argument like, hey, if we don't play and close out perfectly, like we just get outscaled.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there's two ways they can go about this. I like the idea of changing up the draft style a little bit, maybe going for something more scaling, like the smolder there. But I also like the idea of saying, look, that game didn't work, but we had the advantage in the early. Let's draft early again. Let's draft another wombo combo. Maybe pull out the Malphite here. Maybe pull out, another big um, alt if you can play the Oriana. I think that could work, but you just need to be really careful about pushing your lead. Because anytime you take your foot off the gas, especially if you don't scale as well as the opponent team, you're just going to lose in the late game.
Mm.
So
Harmsters did
excited
make
to
the
see what the
point.
draft was out here.
They did make the point like I should have a delay, right? Because like if the other team like watches my stream, they know where the jungler's at and stuff like that. Maybe I should.
That is
Maybe
true,
we
but
should delay. Should we?
competitive integrity here.
We will talk about that. We'll definitely talk about that. I don't think anyone's stream sniping though, but
No, and
that
I
would
think
that would be
especially if
pretty
you're
lame.
stream sniping in the low elo pro league, come on, what are you doing here?
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that as an admin team. Right now, we'll keep the rules as is, but that is something we'll talk about. But like low key, if you guys are watching my stream, just meet me up. You'll see the glaze. Ben goes, if someone is enough to stream, it's very obvious. Yeah. I agree. Like you'd be able to like tell by like the jungle pathing.
Yeah, like why is this jungler just walking into the red buff at level 2? It's almost like he knows he's there.
Yeah. I do think this is like it's better for us to be live in terms of like just the experience for everyone, the viewing experience, not having the delay, but we can bring that up because I do. You're yeah, it's something to think. You're definitely cringe if you're sniping the LEPL.
Yeah, we'll publicly shame you if you do that.
Yeah.
All right, just deciding on which side to pick for Wasted Wanderers because since they lost, they do have side selection.
Okay, and I think I'll have the draft up. I'll click on draft 2. Make sure they're. Okay, they haven't started. But it's if
No,
you have
haven't
it.
started yet.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna get some water real quick then.
Sounds good. I think
BRB.
they're looking to start soon, but there should be enough time for some water.
Okay, perfect.
looks like the draft has started up here. I think Jay should be back shortly, but it's just me at the moment. So, if there's any exciting picks coming through, I'm sure that he will be happy to see them when he returns. Quayban coming over for Sewer Sliders. Think that Norskin plays that a little bit in the mid lane. I have seen that in the previous series. Maybe a bit worried about the wave clear and pressure can provide. Again, Morgana, I think it's, again, like I said, I think it's going to be banned every single game this series just because of the power it can bring over the side of Sewer Sliders and the comfort it is. Same with Leona, the side of Leon. Vex coming out for Wasted Wanderers. Now, I assume that's a ban toward the mid lane. I haven't seen BB play Vex much in the mid lane, but maybe they're quite confident on it. Maybe it's just a bad pick, and they want to pick some dashes on the side of Wasted Wanderers. Perhaps a Jarvan ban being hovered here on the blue side. It's going to be locked in. Really scared of that Jarvan, it seems. And then Lilia ban finally on the red side. See what blue decides to pick up for the first pick. Oh, Gragas, instantly locked in. Now, this can be picked up by the top side. I think it's either going to be Dr. Cutie or Spartane. I don't know if anyone plays it mid or jungle on the side of Sewer Slider, so this may not be as flexible as it's often seen. Red side hovering, and hey, there it is, that small that I was talking about. Now they decided to go for a more scaling option. So that early game focus comp didn't work out the way they expected. So now they're going to index all into the scaling here on the side of Smolder. I feel like it can be hard to pick next here. I think you just have to blind either a jungler or counterpick this Gragas and assume it's going top lane here. So they decided to choose Jax. Can be played jungle, but I assume this is going to be picked into top for the Gragas. Now, Gragas is a bit of a neutralizer here, so, just looking to survive lane and try and get ahead if you're building full AP. Jax, though, another scaling option. Fits well with the Smolder because you can carry team fights with this combo.
Dude, and I'm back, bro. Thanks for taking that. You sound very professional.
Interesting picks. Thank you. Got some interesting picks here. It looks like I was talking Wasted Wanderers. They have thrown away the idea of the early game, and they are going all in on scaling with Smolder and Jax.
Yeah, I agree. Like, Smolder comp's easy to play, right? He's 225. We're ready to roll. We're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah. And, I mean, Nico comes out, Gragas comes out, so some good, disruption for the ultimates, but I don't know how well they scale. It's going to be looking for... Oh, it looks like we just swapped styles. So it looks like Sewer Sliders here. They got the Viego, Nico, Gragas. So they're looking for just some skirmishes, some team fights, and looking to push their lead here. Whereas the side of Wasted Wanderers just going to scale. Smolder Jax. We want something here now to sort of mediate. We don't want the Nico or the Viego to get ahead. So I'm looking at something like maybe a Braum. Renata could be good with that big ultimate. Something like maybe a Nami to push him away. Volibear comes out in the jungle.
And Volibear with this is like full, like it's starting to get to like pretty divey, right? Pretty divey, pretty push forward.
Yeah.
Volibear gets you a little bit of early game.
Minutes, get those 225 stacks, and then just Jax jump on their head. Volibear jump on their head, send the Smolder all down, and win the fight that way.
Yeah, at this point too, though, you have to be thinking to yourself like, I got to give myself a winning lane, right? So I can actually play Volibear.
Yeah, so, and hey, look at the bans coming out. Jinx taken away, Vayne taken away. So those, scaling ADCs that can match the Smolder have been taken off the table. So now can you find another solution, something like a Caitlyn that can, win in lane? Or are you going to try and find, something like, I don't even know, Zeri that can take over mid-game?
It's be interesting to see, like, paired with Nico, man, the Volibear Smolder. I think like Ashe could be good, but then you really have to peel for the Ashe. Not a ton of peel right now with Gragas Nico. I think that Nico's going support. Can't flex it to mid. Not sure if the mid pull plays it, but I do think that's the support. Knowing that it is Nico. Oh, wow. Nico and the Smolder Tark.
You should on Nico is kind of a legend here.
Yeah, so I think Harmless is their pick of the litter here. Like, I think Red Side's bot lane is just so weak. Like, I could slam the Caitlyn here. I think that's fine. I think
Yeah,
slamming.
I like the Caitlyn into this just because you have so much lane prio into the Smolder, as well as the Nico you can set up kills, but looking at the
Oh,
Samira
Samir's.
hover here.
That seems bad.
I think that's just confidence there because you have the knockups and the roots from Nico, so you think, okay, Samira can be good. But into Tarek with the stun and the ultimate, I don't
Yeah,
know how
into
good it's gonna
Tarek.
be.
You're into way too much point and click CC to make Samir work, I think. I would have liked to. I mean, low key, like if you play Ezreal here, like Ezreal is Thanos into this comp.
Yeah, I don't mind Ezreal here.
But we do, we lean comfort, we lean power, but I think that blue side's comp
Oh,
is tough to. This looks tough
it's
to
a bit
pull
tough to
off.
execute.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think again, it's just looking. They swap sides. They're looking for the Wombo now with the Seraphine to charm everyone. Samira goes in, Gragas ults them towards you. I think they're just looking for some of these mid game fights to try and win out before the side of Wasted Wanderers can scale.
Yeah, like Nico, Nico surfing ultimate. Now, like looking, like I would have liked to see Varus come out on the side. Like Varus or
Oh,
Ezreal, I think would have been the best in slot. If you don't play those champs, ooh, maybe a
or an
Felios.
Ari comes out here
Yeah, Ari
for the
Seraphine.
mid lane.
Ari has more outplay potential, but kind of a dead lane. Seraphine can play like can
Yeah,
hold
just to
her.
clear waves.
Yeah, but Ari Volibear, that's definitely what the Volibear wanted, right? Because he had some losing lanes. He didn't have a lot of playmaking uh, in the early game, and now he has playmaking with the Ari, right? And against a Seraphine that's pretty stationary, uh, you can kill her pretty quickly.
Yeah, and I think this is a good bridge toward the late game here because indexing toward the late game, Jack Smolder, you want to go 30 minutes, so you can get a big team fight, get them to scale. So I think the power of the volley and the Ari in the early game to mid game is going to be quite helpful because they can try and set up the early mid game and make sure the lanes don't fall behind too far, and then the lanes will then scale up and carry them through the late game.
Yep. Let me invite you here.
Perfect. All right, getting ready to hop into game 2 of the Wasted Wanderers versus Sewer Slider series. And it's been a pretty good series so far. Back and forth. We had some early game shenanigans. We have some late game scaling coming in. Big team fights around objectives. So looking forward to seeing how exciting this match is going to be.
Yeah, objectively, game one, banger. That was a good game. That was fun to watch. This game,
Absolutely. I
man,
mean,
I
going in and out. Like I just remember the Sivir. Being able to run around, go back in, back out, use that spell shield. When it worked, that Nocturne Gallia ult was super effective, and I love to see stuff like that. So excited.
but I think I mean I'm not gonna lie. I do not see how Blue Side can win this game. Like,
Yep. I think it's just going to be looking for those skirmishes and try and make the game messy for
yeah,
blue side.
yeah. This is just so tough to pull off your comp. But if they are able to pull off this comp, that's a pretty big testament to what we're doing. And a pretty and then if Wasted Wanderers loses a draft like this, like you gotta really go back to the drawing board and think like, oh man, like we gotta
Yep.
rethink like how we're like playing these things because I do think this is an Omegalodon draft stomp. But you know what that means is we'll probably be getting game 3.
I would love to see a game through between these two teams. I think there's a lot of skill expression on both sides. Harm Assist and Sleepy Lizard on the bot lane. You have GP and Frekai in the top lane. Looking to be some good series. All right, loading up the game now. I'm interested because I've seen Harmonious carry on those later scaling ADCs, stuff like if I can pull up my notes here, yeah, stuff like the Nyla, the Ashe, and then as we just saw the Sivir.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't seen them play the Samira yet, so this is a really early game focused ADC. Wants to snowball the game, get ahead, especially into late game. If Samira versus Smolder Qs you once, twice, you're gone before even jumping in. So really excited to see how they can try and pull ahead during the early game here.
This one's. You had Nico. You had every opportunity. Like, this is another. It was another one of those things where we are Ford Tarek with Smolder, with a Nico showing. You could have abused the spot lane. Like I don't know. Traditionally, like if Varus gets played, like on Blues, like how do you even play as Tarek Smolder?
Yeah, you poke them out all the way. If they try and ever get onto you, you have the Nico for peel or engage.
Yeah,
With
you
the
just
Varus
can't do
ult,
anything,
Caitlyn
right?
trap.
Like, it's so tough.
I
But it'll
think
be
it is
interesting.
just going to be like confidence here.
Yeah.
Pharmacist is saying, look, we can get ahead on Samira. I'm confident to play it. Let's try it out.
And I do think coach, the coach isn't there, right? When the coach is there, they might be able to like put out better suggestions in terms of draft. But you never know. Like just people are comfortable, like you said, like in low elo, like it really switches like on what like you can play and what you can't play. But in terms of like comp, just kind of like doing what it's supposed to do, like it is like Viego needs resets, can't really engage. Dr. Cuties are, you know, you have Nico, you have some forms of engage, but it's tough. And
Yep.
then Samira to like really DPS and weave her way in and out and not get CC'd, also tough. But you never know.
Yeah, it's just I think if they can look for early Viego resets, then I think it's one. But if they allow the Smolder to poke out and play from range, and then allow the Jax to go in, especially with Tarek ult in his head, it's going to be a disaster. Standard spread for the start, though. I think both sides are, pretty happy just letting the opponent come into them.
Yeah, I
You're not
agree.
gonna see any level 1 shenanigans.
Yep, agreed. Not a ton of like the only team that like blue side would be the one to invade. And you have Nico, Viego, Seraphine, right? Seraphine's mid. I'm not sure if he starts E or Q, but I would imagine that Q starts pretty bad. So just makes sense to me. Just standard 5-point.
Yep. Some dancing in the mid lane, making sure there's no BM from the last game. Just hanging out. Again, that early ward by the Raptors for red side, just catching out any invades or vision being put down. Same thing again, we have the Raptors ward towards the blue side Raptors to see where that Viego is going to start. And this time, junglers are matching. They're both pathing out of bot lane. And I think that's to be expected, considering Samir and Nico going to be really volatile.
Yeah, if you're Volibear, bro, you're never pathing towards Smolder. I think another poor decision from the jungler. But they're thinking like to themselves, like, I'm just gonna do the opposite of what I did last game.
Yeah, I mean, I can see they want to cover the Smolder and make sure they don't get dove too much, which is understandable. But you're Volibear, right? Like, you have your ult, you want to be diving. So I think playing towards this top lane with the Gragas and Jax, they can set up for you. And look at this.
Yeah, look at this
Trading going
trade.
on in the top lane.
Just a massive trade on the level 2 spike. Dr. Cutie did not respect the level 2, and GP taking full advantage of his level 2 spike, which is what you love to see. Big advantage to be able to play around that. But like he's just gonna be able to pick up this wave, and with my jungle pathing bot side, I'm not really gonna see this advantage too much.
No, like I almost would have preferred this Volibear to see this trade and immediately head top for like a level 3 dive, because I think you're strong enough to do it here.
It's a little risky because your bot side is wide open into a lane it's gonna get like Viego would get a lot from that. Now, like
that is true.
Ghost,
but I like risks. So
yeah, Ghost is a carry, so like you think like he's gonna carry me in this game, then it's okay. Like put gold on him, and that would be a massive advantage. But Dr. Cutie's got teleport. He's weak sided. He's used to it. I think. No, but like if you just would have pathed correctly and not path towards Smolder, like you would just be able to naturally dive here. And Viego. Well, I don't know if you knew where he started, but that's the importance of early game vision.
I mean, you did see we had the ward on Raptors, so you knew that he started topside there when he didn't take it. Volibear's coming in for... Oh, flashes onto the Nico there. Nico flashes out, but doesn't manage to get away. And now
And
there's on. Exhaust goes on to Samira. Samira's trying to walk it out, but Smolder might be able to get a kill. Barrier
Yeah.
pops. Gets to the safety of the tower.
Ooh!
Tarek flashes out to avoid that tower shot.
Man. All right, Volibear, really nice gank. Is able to play towards Tarek Smolder, I guess. That is absolutely gigantic for the Smolder lane.
And that's really bad for the blue side because their Nico advantage is kind of gone. Got killed early.
Oh well, that
brings it back a little bit with the a bit of a forced error there, unforced error.
Yeah, that was terrible by Volibear. And then we do lose flash on Ahri there. That actually helps the Samira lane out a ton. That was pretty bad by Volley. Volley could have easily just double scuttled and been way ahead right off of that. But they looked for the greed. They tried to zone off the ADC, and that just led to some pretty. That was pretty rough. So now the gold lead is back to 0.
And Nico's back in lane now. Smolder has to back, and they're going to lose this huge cannon wave here unless he can, make it there in time.
No, he's not going to make it.
No, I was wondering if he had teleport, because that's sometimes something you see in Smolder lanes to get back there fast, but no, he has barrier, so he's going to miss that huge cannon wave and be down a lot of experience.
He might be able to... This will be really close. He might be able to soak some XP, because it does take a little bit to kill a cannon. So I think he gets the last 3 minions of XP. Okay, no, he's going to get the last 4. So, I mean, you missed the cannon still. You missed cannon XP. And that was with, you winning, right? Like Samira should have never been able to get a good base. She gets a good base. And not like my Smolder lane is down 2 daggers to serrated Dirk. So that was, just a really bad jungle play. After a really good gank. The dichotomy of jungle. Got to make good decisions.
Yeah, agreed. I think, the early game tools, Samira and Nico, you have to remember, you're playing a scaling comp. You want to take your small wins. You don't want to, play too hard, because then that can lead to, losing your lead and getting them ahead, which is not what you want in a Samira lane.
Yeah, and then I would have liked Fleet of Footwork here. I don't really like the arcane comment start on Smolder. I'm indexing into scaling. I've locked my Tarek in next to me. I want to be able to sustain. I want to be able to dodge stuff with the movement speed. I don't really get much from the arcane comment, right? I don't really get much from its poke here. And look at this wave.
Yeah,
it's
maybe
just
they're thinking we can poke out the Samira so she can't dive, but it's not going to do as much as you think.
And it's not
that much poke.
That rune does not scale as good as the other ones too. And this wave is just completely frozen on. Volibear is going to need to come down. He's missing the cannon. I think he picked up the
yeah,
XP.
But look at the Seraphine. Seraphine's already roaming here, and she's meeting up with the Viego, and they're trying to cover. I think if they take this fight, that's a really bad idea.
Yeah, this was
late to the fight.
Really nice charm by the Seraphine.
Viego gets the reset. Smolder flashes. Can they get the kill?
They should be able to get this kill.
They dive for it. That's feats of warfare. This is a disaster.
Wow, blue side that was just a great team play. You know what the comms are, right? Smolder's comms are yo, my wave is fucked. I need to get bailed out.
Come and cover. Let's try and break it, But then I don't know if there was a miscommunication with mid lane, but that Seraphine roaming down with the Viego, and Volibear just walked right into it.
Yeah, because bot lane then oh my god! Are we gonna get a bolo on the first overall pick? He's gonna take multiple tower shots? No, but a really nice R from the Gragas. Oh, Gragas flashes in!
Flashes into him. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Dr. Cutie is about to hand stiff GP.
He don't have any damage. It's kind of funny to watch.
Oh, 3's coming to Samira. I think she may have gone too far.
Yeah, it does.
Stun hits. Has to.
She has flash though. Not the. It'll be now. Volibear, is he gonna greed for his camps? That's the question. Volibear's level 5. Viego's level 6. Volibear does greed for the camps, and Jax can't walk with because
bad. He hasn't taken it back. He has gold in his inventory. He's just gonna lose this.
Oh my god! And that is just so bad from the side of Chill Guy, and this is why we let him back. This is how we know he's not GM. He went for the play on the Seraphine. That is Jax's timer. Jax now needs to go pick up his wave. He can't come with you on this invade. Viego knows that you're topside, so he's going to go defend his blue buff naturally. He's off a fresh spike. He's level 6. You know all this as Volibear and still die. Womp womp.
It's crazy. And look at this. So Viego is one of the most played champs here. on the side of Sewer Sliders. Now he's 4-0 at 8 minutes.
Yeah,
He's
he
taken
is loving
2
life.
objectives. He's loving life. I honestly think with the Gragas' weak side here, if he plays toward bot side, he's just going to carry. One reset onto, a weak Ari, a weak Smolder, a Volibear that's caught out, it's just going to completely end the fight. And look at him now. Top lane, he's going to try and gank.
Ghost is going to flash out, flash R.
Gets out, but yeah, has to burn flash. Viego shows up and you have to burn flash. Oh, and the BM comes out.
Yeah, the BM comes out.
It's so hard now to lead the Viego has.
And I know Sin of Arrogance, I know GP, I know Ghost. He is extremely tilted right now. And I would 100%. Be too. My jungle really screwed me over there. But you do have to know as your Viego, and my Volibear just died and my Viego got a kill on that side of the map, I have to be. But this does not stop the Volibear from perma invading, and it does look like he's going to get away with a couple camps here.
Charm hits with the ults. But it's a double route from the Nico.
And the Nico actually finds a kill.
A little late. The Taric ult is late, and I think this Nico can just look for some more plays. If you TP here from Gragas to try and clean up the fight.
Okay, now you have a short amount of time. The TP from Gragas is a little odd. Now if I'm Gragas, you have to call Seraphine to base and cover the top lane. Otherwise, top lane is just going to get so much for this TP from Gragas. Seraphine has to make her way there. She is... but they do get a kill for it.
In the bush.
Yeah, that was a lazy base. A lazy base cost them. And now Seraphine's going to walk up. You know what's funny is I would never... Oh, Seraphine isn't going to look for it. She totally could have looked for GP here. No mana on Jax. No flash on Jax. We could have looked to make some play happen, but I'm just scaling. I'm Seraphine. It's chill. Is she gonna stop this base though? Oh, so they're just gonna swap here.
Yeah, look at this. Nico ult comes in with it has to flash, but I don't think it's gonna even matter.
And we died bot side. I was watching the teleport action and all that stuff that was happening top, and blue side. This is a massacre. And
I think. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, keep in mind, the Sewer Skewers was 2-0'd yesterday, and they might 2-0 today, and that just shows a ton of parity in the division.
Charm comes out in the top lane, ult goes wide, or no, ult hits. Never mind. Might be able to pull off a kill here.
Oh my God! Oh. Really clean. Oh, it almost traded us back. That one minion. Oh my God, the one minion doesn't kill.
Volibear's in the area, so might dive the tower here if it's a lazy recall. You have to back all the way up on this one.
Yeah, and I hate this pathing from Volibear. You can't take this path. Seraphine's just going to see you on the tower and just keep running away. Oh no, Volley! And now Volley shows on the map. Now bot side knows that they can be really aggressive here. And then Viego has just pure tracking. Division. Yeah, that was just bad pathing. If you're going to...
I think this is going into a little bit what I've talked about at the beginning with, comfort picks. So they're really good. This game is answering that. Yes, comfort picks are good. You get comfort on Viego, you get comfort on Nico. You're taking over the game. Yeah,
and they are on I'm pretty sure Seraphine was comfort right outside of the Morgana. I think that was on.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's comfort across the board. They said, look, you gave us all of our champions. We're going to play them together, and we're just going to hand stiff you because we know what we can do.
Yeah. Very true. Because I'm the first to say I thought this was an Omega draft stomp. I'm very impressed by how Blue Side's playing this out.
Yeah, and yes, you do have the Smolder scaling. Yes, you do the Jack scaling, 20 CS up. But is it going to matter if this Seraphine and the Samira and Viego are just going to carry the game?
Yeah.
Can you even get to that 30-minute mark if you're just going to die early here? I'm looking for a play on bot side. Stun comes up from the Volibear, but this Nico flash into 3 knockups.
No, really not.
Kill
oh, wow, Volibear does get it. Sleepy Lizard almost saves the play. But they're both going to drop
1 HP.
And that's going to be a double kill. Now, the gold really isn't on Samira, so there's no shutdowns there.
Yeah, I think the issue there is, yes, you're playing for, the 2v2, the kill with Nico ult, but the person you have gold on, your Viego, wasn't there. So I think you have to hold off that play to wait until he gets there, because if he was there and get one reset, it's all over. Yeah, I think this just gave them a path back into the game with the goal that was tasked.
100%, because now it gives you a Drake as well. The second Drake easily should have been Blue Side's Drake. You just don't go for that play. You have your push. You have lane prio. You have everything, right? And now you get this Drake and you're up 2 Drakes. But now that is a Drake, and that is a Drake for Smolder. And that gives Smolder 5 more minutes, right, to scale into the game. Every Drake, every single Drake you get is like a gunshot to the enemy team, right? Because it just prolongs it. If you're getting the Drakes in Smolder's face, like, you're telling them, like, this game is not ending. Or, I mean, this game is ending quickly. You're not getting to 225. But being behind 4K gold in a Smolder comp to get the Drake, huge.
It really is. Now, Viego's hovering, wants to look for something bot side, but there's no play here. Smolder is so safe now under tower. Misses a couple CSES, but I think he's fine to take that trade, especially doesn't die. Volibear coming to the top side. It's going to be a 2v1 play here. Gragas flashes out. Should retreat to the safety of his tower. I think the next big fight is going to be around Dragon. 4 minutes. We'll see how much can get done between then.
Oh my. Just every ability whiffing from both sides. Yeesh! "15 minutes in, this is a freaking slaughter. This is like such a bloodbath." And like with our, like, I didn't even see mid tower, like, that went down somehow.
Yeah, they just pressured it.
Yeah.
Seraphine and Viego just came and two-man the tower, and
Yeah,
then
really,
Ari can't defend it.
really nice. Yeah, really nice. And now Nico's a cannon here, or is a minion here, and they're gonna look.
Sure to count minions here. They go up too far, they might just get dove.
Yeah, Viego does have a timer here. His bot side's camps are about to spawn. He's fishing. He was fishing around for something. Ended up being called off. And Volibear's just going to go for the immediate start on the objective. They might be able to rush this. They showed on that control ward. Let's see if they continue to do it anyway. It does look like they're going to continue to do that. And then Volibear and Viego, instead of, you know, answering that, is like, all right, I'm just going to take his camps instead, which I'm not sure I really like here.
I guess his thought process was, oh, I'm not going to get there in time, so I might as well take the opposite side. But you're strong. You should be there on start, right?
Yeah.
You should never be allowed to walk up and clear your vision and start it.
I agree.
Like,
and then there's vision on him, so Volibear knows, like, I can just go get his stuff, and it's just a completely even trade.
It's just a trade of camps. You know, at the end of the day, it's even, except for the fact that Volibear got the entire, you know, Rift Herald.
Exactly.
Oh, but looking for a
oh, wow, he does find the play.
Looking for the reset. The Samira, be 2 kills over to the Viego. 6.
Sleepy Lizard does drop for that, but I think that's okay. Now red side does answer and get a tower top, but finding that bot dive is very impressive. Very, very, very mechanically, like, well played.
Yeah, that's just that Nico ult to set it all up, the Viego ult to come in, that Samira stacks up the passive, and then just deals a whole bunch of damage to that incoming Smolder.
Yep, so. Red side traded what they can, but ultimately, you know, that's going to be worth it for the side of blue side.
Yeah, and I think now laning phase is pretty much over. I think as Nico, you just want to follow around this Viego, because if you can set up anything with your CC, and Viego gets a reset, it's even more, you know, pressure for you.
Volibear does have to ult out here. Seraphine's looking for double E. Just missed. Nice movement there by Volibear.
They might be looking towards top side for this Jax, but he's able to get his recall, and I don't think he'll be stopped. Poking around, there's 4 people hovering mid. This is a bit of a death ball here with Seraphine ult. Dragon's coming up now in 15 seconds, so they're just posturing for that, playing around it. They have some vision, and now it's up to red side to try and poke in and take space. But with the control that blue side have, especially with Seraphine ults, it's going to be a hard call. Like, this Jax here should just be caught.
Does look like Jax.
Ult pops, but
this is a crazy fight.
I don't know if Viego can shut down.
Wait, Samira can maybe pop her ultimate here?
Maybe, but that
oh, she's going to pop her ultimate. She is going to get it off, but it ends up getting stunned by Ghost. It doesn't matter. Oh, she's able to get the second charge of the ultimate.
that looked like a losing fight for blue side there. Samira manages to turn around, take it back, but
Oh, that's huge gold for the
ace
Smolder.
and a shutdown for Smolder.
Yeah, but it shows you, man, just how hard it is to play blue side's comp. Like, you have so much gold, it's so hard to execute. Now, like, with that being said, I'm not sure, like, where all the gold went, but now the gold lead is down to 2.8k. Smolder's scaling. Smolder got some gold.
Smolder got, I said, 2 or 3 kills off that fight, which is really bad because now he's back in the game. Yes, he's down on CS, but he's continuing to stack and get to that late point. They already have a dragon in their pocket. This one, they might fight over it as well, just to delay the game. Smolder's sitting at 120 stacks, so a little slow in the stacking, but he's going to get to 225 and take over if he's let.
But like you said, right, like, we're stacking to 225. Like, that, he gained a lot of stacks, he gained a lot of gold, and this is still second. Like, this Drake is really big for blue side to pick up. Now, blue has ultimate on Viego. We have ultimates everywhere. I don't even know how that fight, like, even happened then. Everyone's got ults.
Yeah, they didn't use much, I guess.
Okay, and Viego has to ult there.
Flash over from Volibear. If they get the kill on this Viego, it's huge. Volibear ult comes out. Flash in from Ghost, 2-man stun into the Volibear E. But Nico ult 4 people. Is it going to matter?
Harmless just has to get her ult off here. The Samira does get her ult off, but it doesn't matter. Like, GP's so fed.
Yep, if Samira can kite this out, maybe. But this Jax is just going to run her down, I think.
Yeah, Jax, that champion is crazy. And it does look like Red Side.
You're starting to see the scaling come out here. They're starting to lose fights that were once super hard winning in the early game.
Yeah.
It's just a couple items on these carries, and it's a different story.
This is the scaling. This is the comp diff that we're talking about, right? It's so hard. It's so hard to play your champs. And right now the gold lead, slowly dwindling. That's another Drake for red. That's another delay for Smolder to get him to where he needs to go.
5 more minutes, He's just adding to his timer right now.
Tick, 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 tick. And we're at 5 CS submitted on Smolder. We're, like, this is going to do. Smolder is going to be a staple of this game. Like, I'm telling you, bro. We cannot have been further behind on Smolder, and it still won't matter.
Yep. It is scaling king. It might be the next point to talk about in a future series, because I feel like every game today has just been a case of the early team gets ahead early, but they can't keep that lead, and eventually they're losing fights to the team that has scaled.
Yeah. Like, if Smolder wins this game, he's going to have 225 at probably 31 minutes. Like, it's just funny.
Yeah, but with the pace of this game, it's going to.
Yeah, it's going to, he's crazy. Getting to his 225. No doubt about it.
Otacon, it looks like they want to try and play for it.
I mean, blue side's definitely got to feel it a little bit. They have, like, there's got to be a sense of urgency with what they're doing here, because they know, like, it's a ticking time bomb right now. Yep. Now, they have scaling, and they still have Viego reset, and Seraphine scales like a beast. But you're not matched by...
It's a Smolder Jax. If you're not playing it really well, it's quite hard.
Agreed.
Now, looking here, if they decide to TP now, Ari's going to have TP first. I think Gragas still needs a couple seconds to take over. So if they're looking for a numbers advantage, they need to do it now. Gragas just walking down the river to their mid lane. Still just boss strength. I think both sides are afraid of losing the game over a flipped fight over Otacon.
Yeah, rightfully so. I think red side might be a little gunshot to restart Otacon again after game 1. Blue side
comes down, misses.
That is a huge source of damage from him at this stage in the game. To miss that, like, that is a big ultimate to be down right now, because he really is not going to do much damage with his Q. All of his damage right now is coming from his RW. Yes,
Gragas is catching the wave. It looks like red team want to recall or try and pull off of this, but blue team's still hovering. If they recall now, they can't contest it.
Oh,
comes down from the Nico.
Oh my God! Oh wow! Nice dodge there. I don't know if that was intentional by Volibear. Otherwise, he's just,
jump in.
Oh, but Ghost jumps in. R's in. Nico comes in on the back line. Ghost is going to be able to... Harvest gets the ultimate off on Ghost, and Ghost was just out of the range of Tarkar, so he wasn't able to get to Tarkar, and now we're going to get all the resets from Viego, and Viego's going to go in. We're going to kill everybody on Viego here.
There's no way.
Oh, we do smash it on Smolder, but Smolder's going to get another reset. I mean, there's not, like at the end of the day, like, it's that Smolder is going to get out and gets the shutdown, so, like, Smolder's scaling, but that was a winning fight for the side of blue side. But, like, it could have been worse. Like, their health plates are depleted. Samira went. If Samira flashes in and gets that kill, like Samira had barrier. I think
Yeah.
maybe not. I don't know, but it's up right now. Oh, and then my my Tarek had exhaust. Just buttons not being pressed in the LEPL.
In the chaos of the fight, they're just not remembering to press these important buttons that can make or break something.
Yeah, it can make or break the entire fight. Certainly, if Samira gets that barrier off, she beats the Smolder there. But who knows what would have happened if Tarek gets his exhaust off on somebody. Yeah, somebody important.
That Viego or that Samira, and the damage doesn't come out. Because I think what happened was the Jax had jumped into the backline 4v1, to try and get that big stun off, but it could only stun one person. So now Samira's just free hitting, and that's what originally got the reset for Viego. But I think if Tarek was there, exhausted the Samira, there's no kill. And now, GP gets a second rotation of spells, gets that counter strike, stuns everyone, and it's a completely different story.
Yeah, agreed. And right now, the gold lead is 3K, but we have a drag advantage, and we have gold where it needs to be. The only one really that's homeless on our team is Ari, and at this point, we're just kind of a charm bot, right? Like, we're not really going to come back in the game at all. But Smolder's got hella gold, Jax has hella gold, and Volibear's got hella gold. So, gold's where it needs to be.
Yeah, I think you're just looking to save charm here for any engage that Viego tries to ult in. If the Samira tries to dash in, you just have to save your charm on Ari for that. Because if they get on top of your Smolder, and, Smolder goes down, that's a lot of your damage gone. Especially in the late game.
And this is really interesting by the Seraphine. She has tier, but she went Ludens, so she might be indexing into 2 chapter items. And she also went Redemption. Oh, but we are just going to get a kill. Take that, put that on the side note, and we're just going to be able to pick Leon again. I think Leon is getting picked a little bit too much. Oh, Dr. Cutie showing hands. Is he able to hit the GP back? Can Dr. Cutie make it out?
He's a level up here. He's a level up. This could be a winning fight, 100%.
Yeah, he's trying to let the lethal tempo drop down. Seraphine's always going to come in. Dr. Cutie's going to find the kill, and they're going to find the Drake. Solo bolo for the side of Dr. Cutie. Down goes GP.
So a pick on the Tarek originally, just caught out of position trying to get some wards down, leads to a dragon there for blue side. But in the top side, we have Gragas versus Jax. Ults him in a tower, belly bumps him there, keeps him under tower, takes some tower shots, and just is able to run him down.
Yeah, really nice play by Dr. Cutie. And for all those in the chat that are watching this game, tell me I'm wrong, chat. Tell me GP isn't blaming his jungler for that play. Come on. Come on, you guys.
Yeah, looks like red team's walking up to try and defend this tier 2 top tower here.
And this gold lead, it's ballooned to 5K. And now we got 3 items on Samira. Like, Samira's online. And I'm really curious to see where the Seraphine indexes from here. Because I really like the decision to index into support. Like, when you're like Viego is so far ahead, and when your Sam is so far ahead, you're thinking to yourself, oh, I can just pivot into support lane, right? Like, I'm just an enchanter mid lane now. Like, I think that's really nice.
Yeah, like, if you're picking up this Redemption, so good, especially, layered on top of that Smolder ult, on top of that Volibear ult. And then you have a little bit of poke there from the Ludens, but now you really just need, like, some more stats for your shields and your, ultimate. That's all you need, because once you get that pick, Viego just resets and wins it. Right,
and we're getting a little bit of some banner from the chat here. They're saying that Ghost, either his mouse is dead or he had to have switched over for a trackpad because it's unexplainable. But it does look like we might just be picked right here.
Cut out 3 lane.
No, he's dead, and then I know GP is going, Baron! There's 3 here, but there is no Baron play. You won't be able to rush this Baron down quickly enough. Right now he's screaming for it. But he's got top lane macro, and top laners just don't understand that you can't just do Baron when you get caught. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, who's going to have the damage for Baron? Like, you have a Smolder, yes, you're doing some damage to Pope, but it's not consistent enough for the Baron to go down fast.
Yeah, and blue side's like, fuck this, we'll do Baron.
Yeah, with that fed Viego, he's gonna be doing so much.
He's gonna shred it.
See the volley bot side.
Yeah, and
the jungle on the top side.
And Dr. Cutie didn't have to use his ult in that last fight and just ults the Volibear away. And now Volibear's top, and then he's gonna have to make his way over to the Baron. This Baron's just gonna drop, and the gold lead's gonna balloon up till about 8K. And let's see what we can get from this Baron play. Oh my God, blue! We might be looking at a 2-0 from the side of. Their coach isn't here. Their coach isn't here. They got 0-2'd yesterday, and they come roaring back. And that's what, like last year, I don't know, you weren't around for the LEPL, but going into the final week, there was 8 teams out of 10 in contention for playoffs. So there was so much parity last year, which is what we love. And this is very indicative of there being a ton of parity.
Yeah, I mean, they were, from memory, they were 0-2 yesterday. Didn't have a good game. Now they're like, well, we've got to bring it back. We've got to show what we're made of. Brings out the comfort picks, brings out some scaling options, and they're just showing what they can do in this Rift.
Dr. Seuss in the comments, right? Thank you, brother. We keep it light in here, dude. Don't make me go dark, bro. Don't make me go dark. But now we'll see like what we get set up here.
Keep that positivity.
Yeah, this is the LEPL, bro. But it'll be. Let's see what we got going on. Like, I'm gonna put up the objective timer. So we got 1 minute. We're playing hard for Soul Point here. If I'm blue side, we're getting our lanes pushed out. We're getting our assignments corrected. We're going to get vision. This is like why we do Baron, right? Like we get Baron so that we can, it makes fights unlosable. Makes our setup so good.
Like the Mundo from last game, you're just looking to push.
Ohm hitting us with the GP just DM me saying to get him out of this game. Ohm, do not give him that slander. GP is getting outplayed as the first overall pick.
Oh, and 8, they're 2-manning top.
And Dr. Cutie flashes out! Like, he's actually going to get out!
He's out! He's out!
He's out now. Blue side gets the index up in this top tower, but I don't know if I really like this by blue side. There's so much going up onto this top tower. We're just going to drop mid tower for free. Like
I don't like this. You're so strong. You can't let them get back in the game by taking objectives.
Yeah, if we're just getting towers, we're dropping towers. Like, this is not... We have Baron, you guys. Like blue side has Baron. You got to be thinking this. But if they collapse here and find these 2 kills, that'll be all the worth it.
Oh, Nico's coming in as a minion, looking for that ultimate.
It does look like Smolder, and now, like, Smolder and them are just buying time. Like, Jax is like, just buy me time. I can try and get this top tower. And if they get out here, this would...
too long, 100%. Like, they're missing mid waves here. They're just chasing way too much.
Yeah, we are really... Now, and Seraphine is here, though. Seraphine, okay, this is going to be it.
Never mind. They can just clean it. And that's gonna be a soul point for them.
That is gonna be soul point, but you did drop inhib, and like I don't like how this Baron was played out. This is definitely something for subjective VOD review. This is definitely not how this should go, right? Like with the gold lead, with the game state.
If you have Baron and you're dropping mid waves, that's like they shouldn't even be in the same sentence right now.
Yeah.
Oh, misses the ult, but it's 4 people here. I don't think GP can get out of here.
He is going to be able to flash double E. Oh, it's able to jump to the blast cone and blast cone away.
Oh, that mobility.
But now Viego here is Eing in. Let's see if he hits his W. He misses the W! I think he's still tied.
Nico's here, so maybe they can try for something, but gets the root off. Okay, this is just probably going to be it here. A stopwatch to buy even more time. Oh, my goodness.
He bought about as much time as you could have. I'm not sure, like, if he's sitting on enough gold to buy Zhonya's, okay, then it's whatever, right? So I was going to say, you might need that Zhonya's, or, like, that stopwatch to, like, make a play, but he had enough gold for Zhonya's. He was just buying time. And look, he bought a ton of time. This was, like, pretty...
I don't even know if the time that he bought was worth it, though, because bot lane was pushed out so far with that Baron push that Gragas can now just come to mid lane, take the second tower, and walk away. Like, I don't know what...
Yeah, a lot of goofiness happening out. A lot of goofiness happening.
Wow, I don't even know where to go with this game. I think it's... From a, a stats point of view, it should be over here. I think blue side should be able to push their lead and take over the game, especially with towers going down now, and they have strong side laners in the Gragas, as well as the supportive mid laner in the Seraphine. But you never know. It's the LEPL. You can turn it all around with one good team fight. One big Jack stun, one Volibear ult onto the top of their heads. Could be all over.
Yeah, this is interesting. Like, I see exactly what you're saying, and but I think red side, like, they all of a sudden had the better side lane play, and it's bought them some time. It's buying Smolder time. We're at 33 minutes. I'm going to do a stack check. If I'm not at 225, I'm going to throw up. We're at 249. Okay, at least we're there. So we're there. We're 3 items, and we're stacked. So we are going to hit hard. We're 3 items, i.e. Mortal Reminder, Like, we have tons of damage in our kit right now.
Yep. So now we got to be really careful on blue side, because if this smolder starts to get resets down, and the Jack starts to get fed, it could just turn, into a disaster, because they're already so ahead. They should win. But Jax might be getting caught on the bot side. TP comes in from Gragas in the top lane. Seraphine ult misses. Stopwatch to buy some time. Big Nico ult into 3.
Oh, but Smolder ult comes in next. But Samir has R! Samir has R ready! Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
And Samir's gonna wipe. And that might be the first pentakill.
Could be a penta. Could be a penta here for the Samira.
And that is penta, and that should be the game.
First pentakill for Harm Assist on this Samira. That should be game over. But they do have siege waves to try and push through.
Holy cannoli. Nah, this should be the game.
Yeah, the Seraphine ult going wide, yes, it's a mistake. But I think the redemption coming on top of that Samira, especially when you're ulting, so you can stay alive and deal all that damage, perfect.
Interesting.
Alright, 1 second on the Taric here, 10 seconds on this Jax. Can they push down these towers before they get the respawns in?
I think it should just be game here. You got Ari coming up right now? Nah, this is over.
Second.
And that is going to be ball game. And that is going to be the series. And we're going to go 2-0.
Yeah, that is well played. 2-0 for the side of Sewer Sliders.
Very, very well played.
They had a rebound, in fact, from the series yesterday. Like,
yeah,
they showed they have it to win,
Extremely,
again, I think you mentioned
agree.
this is against a team with high-level players who, like you said, first draft pick. They played together before. They're looking strong. Sewer Sliders showed up and showed, hey, we're strong too.
I completely agree. Like, what a great game. Like, what a great game. Sewer Sliders with an excellent rebound from yesterday. Played what they were comfortable on. Won the draft. Really, really well done. Really, really well played. GG's to both. I mean, the 2 banger games.
Absolutely. And I think as we, finish up the series there, I want to ask you, who do you think would be the MVP for this series in Sewer Sliders? Because I already have an idea in mind based on those last 2 games.
I mean,
your opinion on it?
I definitely think. You know what? I'll say this, because I watched the game yesterday because it was my team versus Harvest's team. I think that the jungler had the best bounce back from yesterday. The jungler played astronomically better in both games. I do think Harvest is the MVP, but I think in terms of the delta change between series, I think the jungler came to play today. But I think Harmist hard carried both games. But
I completely agree. I'm going to give the MVP to Harmist, I think, just because of that performance in the Samira with all the dodging and kiting was able to be done. And then that Samira. The Sivir, kiting and dodging, but the Samira play.
Getting the pentakill.
Get ahead early. The pentakill just seals the deal for me. I think Harmist definitely has to be the MVP. But I agree with what you're saying about the jungler. Had a rough series yesterday. Got put down. I see the Jarvan bans coming through. That Jarvan was an issue for, I think I'm not sure who they played against yesterday, but that Jarvan was an issue. And now they've regained their confidence. They're playing at the Viego again. They're doing a masterclass, died once in that game. So I think it's good to see these players, rebounding from a series because, you lose one series, it's not the end of the world. You can still come back and claw it back and get that victory.
I totally agree. What a series, though.
See now.
Yeah. Let's see.
I'll see now if we can get in Harmist for a short MVP interview before we close things off.
W. Top laner uses to swap spit with Faker for LP Blues. Damn. Damn.
Wow.
Shots.
Now, hey, that's the strategy, but shots fired.
Shots indeed fired.
All right. Are you able to pull a harm assist into
Yeah, I should be able
the
to.
call?
Let's do it. Pharmacist, welcome.
Howdy.
Hello.
Huge bounce back. Banger
Dude,
game.
Samira, though.
The Samira
was very
pencil.
good.
I am stun locked. You locked Samira into that comp. You saw Jax, Volibear, and Tarek had a Nico support with Viego Gragas set up and said, lock me in Samira. That's crazy. But you made it work.
Yeah, I mean, it only had one, like, undodgeable CC with the Volibear stun, so I figured that it wasn't too bad for a Samira game.
Really, I would have thought like the dodgeable, like it is. I don't know. Jax's stun feels point and click if done properly. Tark ults properly, but I guess
For
you're
the
right.
Jax stun and for the Tarek stun, though, I can just use E to dash out for both of them.
True. I mean, fair enough.
I guess
Like-
hey, that just shows the champion mastery, I suppose.
Yeah, it's like I would never view this as a
Yeah.
game.
I
Yeah.
love playing
got a
the
question.
champion, but for sure, like, I mean, my team just made that game so easy for me. Like, I mean, we had, the Nico ult hitting everybody, the Seraphine ult hitting everybody, Vigo going in, getting me a reset on my dash. I mean, like, and then the Grog is just, like, making space for me. Like, I couldn't have asked for, an easier time.
Right.
Yeah, it was really well played. I was going to ask you here, because you, I believe, stepped in as a temporary captain while your captain is away today. What were your thoughts
Yes.
going into that draft for the first game? Because
Well, I mean,
it looked
I
just
know
like a lot
for
of
sure
scaling
that-
to me.
Yeah, I knew that, like, for the first game, well, first off, I had a little bit of a harder time drafting yesterday. Got a little bit of practice in. Did a lot more prep for this, and I don't know. I feel like it just, like, we were able to get a lot more of a team identity, which we were lacking yesterday. And I don't know. I think that we had a cohesive game plan going in. We knew exactly when we were going to pick every lane and where, and like, even had a good idea of what we wanted, and we pretty much got exactly that. Like, I don't know, it just went really well.
Absolutely. I mean, it shows you guys played quite well. It was very cohesive in that you just scaled. Again, the red side got ahead early that game with a Nocturne and the Galio, but the Sivir Mundo, just making space and hitting him for free. Really well done. We had a short conversation at the beginning of the pre-show, or sorry, the end of the pre-show, about comfort picks and if they were really useful. And I think that second game there proved they are. on a scale of 1 to 10, like, how comfortable was everyone in that game? Because it looked throughout the board like these are champs that people have played many, many times. Like, it looked just so easy to comfort, or easy to pilot.
I mean, honestly, I think that everybody was extremely comfortable on their champions. I don't know if, like, I think our mid laner might not have been able to practice, like, a Seraphine mid necessarily, but she was a support main, so still, like, had a lot of mastery on the champion, and it showed. So
Yeah,
everybody was very comfortable, and we were able to play the fights extremely well.
Yeah, absolutely. And how do you feel that your team was? How do you feel the mental of your team was after yesterday and the ability to bounce back? Because I feel like sometimes after a hard loss, being 2-0'd can take a toll on you, especially if it's the first game of a season or a tournament. How are you able to bounce back and try and keep the team spirits high, keep that motivation going to roll into the 2-0 that you got today?
Oh, we always have good vibes over there. Like, I mean, we don't worry too bad if we lose. We tried our best, and that's all we can do. And if we can win and try our best, then even better.
Yeah, that's great attitude to have. And I think it shows, at least for me, about the LEPL, is that, yes, it's very competitive. Yes, you want to get the edge over your opponent. But at the end of the day, you're meeting new people. You're getting in game with your friends. You're playing a couple series. And it's just to have fun, which I think is quite good. Jay, any more questions here?
Well, I have a lot of questions. I was on your side in game, like draft side in game 1, and then I was completely out. But I get to watch football now because you made it 2-0. So I was really like, it was very well played. Like, especially coming back from the bot lane play, like where you get your winning lane, then you get ganked and you died, or Nico died. but they overplay, right? Overplay their tempo, and you guys like find the kill on an outplay, and then just snowballed it to hell on earth from there. It was really well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, but the LEPL is super fun, right? Tons of throws. I told John we got to keep track of the amount of Atacon throws that happen throughout. You guys
make up a nice little spreadsheet of the stats. We'll have images of before and after Atacon plays.
You guys completely 1v9'd the first Atacon fight, like in the first game. It was a 5K. You guys took that fight down 5.8K. But low-key, I'd take that shit too. They're all debuffed. They're all in one spot, and you guys found 4-0. It was really good. Really fun games. Yeah, really fun games. Yeah.
Our team was very cohesive, and we just the first game we were a little bit behind, but we just like you said, we just had a strong scaling comp, and we were just able to play into that. I was able to get a couple, like I was trading like a kill for a death like constantly early, and just wound up utilizing that and just snowballing off of it.
Right on. If you watch the VOD back later, you gotta check out your Mundo's build, and you gotta check out what people are saying about it, and you gotta get Dr. Cutie to answer for it.
Yeah, there is some dissent there about going the Randuins first.
Yeah, Randuins first into a Bork rushing Yone. That was crazy.
Yeah, he was saying that he was planning on doing that before the game, and I'm just like, I'm down for it. Like, I mean, it seems like it would make it a lot easier in lane, so, whatever works.
Yeah, whatever works.
Nice. Well, thank you again for coming in this little interview. Congrats again on MVP and the first pentakill of the season. So, very big props to you.
Yeah, you'll have to clip it. You have to clip it.
Yeah, I do need to go clip it. Yeah, I'll be playing next week.
Perfect. Well, then look forward to seeing you and your team have some more great matches next week. I'll let you go now to celebrate with your team, or go take a break from all the stress that must have been to pilot that Samira. But thanks again for coming in and talking about it. Really appreciate it.
All right. Thank y'all.
See ya.
All right. Take care. Thank you.
Alrighty, dude. Yeah, thanks for co-casting with me. That was fun. I think the stream went well. I think it was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah, the vibes were high. I was looking at the chat, and people were having a good time interacting, and oh man, some of those plays, like the turns and the fights, were crazy to me. And that solo kill in the top lane with Gragas.
Yeah, two great games. Tons of like good banter. Good, fun kills. Like, yeah, huge PV diffs getting killed. It was nice. It was cool.
It was really good.
It was the LEPL. All right, man. Yeah.
It's the LEPL. It's a classic. But I think that will wrap up our stream for today. I think we will be on about the same time next weekend for the Saturday and Sunday featured games then. But until then, I will see you later.
Take it easy, everybody.